Hello and welcome to Embedded Logics Knowledge Hub. We are going to start video series on ESP32 microcontroller where I will show you how to program ESP32 for various applications. In today's video, I will show you how to set up IDE on your PC to start working with ESP32. So let's get started. Let's have a look at some of the key specifications of ESP32 microcontroller. Single or dual core 32-bit architecture, up to 240 MHz of clock speed, onboard wireless connectivity like Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, low cost against quality and features, and of course compatibility with Arduino framework. So all in all, these points make this controller a great choice for embedded application. Let's check the hardware requirements. First, you require ESP32 development module and you require USB-A to micro USB cable and of course your laptop or desktop computer. Please note that ESP32 is only this part where this whole thing is called development module. We require development module to download the software as well as for easy connectivity of the interfacing pins. Let's check the installation steps we are going to follow today. First, we will install Visual Studio Code. Then we proceed for PlatformIO installation as an extension of VS Code. Then USB to UART driver installation, create a new project with Arduino framework, and finally test the installation with a sample code to blink an onboard LED. Let's proceed with installation. So the first step is to download Visual Studio Code. For that, just go to Google and type VS Code download and go to the official website for Visual Studio Code. Here from the main page, you can just click here to download Visual Studio Code for Windows 10 or 11. If you have older version of Windows like Windows 7, then you have to go to updates. This version 1.97 is the latest one at the moment for Windows 10 or 11. But for Windows 7, what you have to do is go to the search bar and instead of 1_97, just type 1_70, press enter. So this version 1.70, they have mentioned an update that this update is only available for Windows 7 users and is the last release supporting Windows 7. So if you have Windows 7, then you cannot download the version which is higher than 1.70. So you can download this version from here. I have Windows 11, so I'm going back and I will just click here. Your download should begin in a moment. Just wait for download to complete. Once the download completes, you can just double click an exe file to install the Visual Studio Code with the default settings. Next step is to install PlatformIO IDE inside Visual Studio Code as an extension. But before installing that, I prefer to install one more extension named C++. So for that, just open Visual Studio Code. On the left hand side, you see the menu and here the last icon is called extensions. Just click here and in the search bar just type C++. Click here. Here they have mentioned that this extension adds the language support for C++ and that's why it enables the cross-platform development of C++ with Windows or Mac OS. So just click install. After this, we can proceed for PlatformIO IDE installation. So again, just type PlatformIO IDE in the search bar, or you can just type PlatformIO, and this one is your extension. And on the right hand side, there is a page for PlatformIO IDE. You can read the details or features, and just you have to click install to install this extension. Once it gets installed, you should see an icon for PlatformIO IDE here, just like this. So that means your extension installation has been completed. Next step is to download USB to UART driver. For that, again go to Google and type CP210X driver download. Select the website of silabs.com and then you have to go to download section. Here you have an option to choose the driver for either Windows or Mac OS applications. I am choosing this CP210X Windows driver because these are the drivers for Windows 10 or 11. If you have Windows 7, XP or Vista, then you have to go for Universal Windows driver. So just click and your download should start in a moment. Once the download completes, you can extract the zip file and click on the exe file to run, and then your driver should get installed in a moment. Next step is to create a new project using PlatformIO IDE and to write a simple program to toggle an onboard LED. Open Visual Studio Code, go to the left hand side, you should see an icon for PlatformIO. Click here and wait for PlatformIO code to get initialized. Click on PIO Home and open. This will open your PIO homepage. From the homepage, you can create a new project. You can also import your existing Arduino project, or you can open your project examples. So let's go for creating a new project. Click here. Just type a name for your project. I'm typing Blink LED. Then you have an option to select a board. Currently I have ESP32 development module from Espressif, so I'm selecting this one. Framework, we have two options, either we can go for Arduino framework or we can go for ESP32. ESP32 is the official framework provided from the manufacturer of ESP32, but it uses FreeRTOS, and that's why currently we are not going to discuss about that part. So just keep Arduino framework for a moment. Location is the location for your project storage. The default location you can see here. If you don't like to store the project here, then you just uncheck this part and provide the custom directory path to store your project. At the moment, I'm keeping the default location. Just click finish and wait for your new project to be created. So new project has been created with the name blink_LED. PlatformIO.ini file gets opened. It is a project configuration file. Here we can see the platform is Espressif32, board ESP32 development, and the framework as we have chosen Arduino. On the left hand side, we can see the directory structure. We don't care about anything else but the source folder at the moment, and here inside the source folder you should see main.cpp file. So just click on main.cpp file. This file contains the sample code generated itself. We don't want all these lines at the moment. So what we are going to do is we just want to remove the things which we don't require at the moment. So I am removing this part and I will make the setup function empty. Then I will make the loop function empty and I will remove all the other things. So what I just need is include arduino.h, so inclusion of the header file for Arduino platform, then an empty setup function, then an empty loop function. So this is what I can say as a template for us to write a simple program of LED toggling. Save the file and we are ready to write our first program. So the task is to write a simple program to toggle an onboard LED connected on ESP32 development module. On my module, GPIO pin 2 is connected with an LED, so I have to set up my GPIO pin 2 as an output, and in the loop what I have to do is just make the pin high, wait for some time, and then again make the pin low. So let's start the program. In the setup function, what I am doing is just typing pin mode, and here it asks for me the pin number, so I am writing 2, and the mode I am specifying as an output. So that's it for my function for my setup function. Now inside the loop function, what I am writing is digital write, and here again I have to specify the pin number, which is 2, and I have to specify the value, so I am specifying high, and then I have to wait for some time because this instruction will make my LED on. So now I am waiting for some time, let's say 250 milliseconds. So delay of 250 milliseconds, and then what I have to do is just write again with digital write, pin number is 2, and this time I will make it low to turn off the LED, and then again wait for, let's say, 250 milliseconds. So in a loop I am just making my pin high, wait for some time, making the pin low, and again waiting for some time. If you don't get any instructions like what is pin mode or digital write or delay, no problem. In the next video we will discuss in details about all these instructions. As of now, just write the program as it is and save the file. Now the last step is to test the installation whether whatever steps we have done is correct or not. So for that you have to build your binary file first, and that's why you need to compile. So for that option you go to the bottom section of this screen and you should see an icon called PlatformIO Home, and just beside that icon you should see an icon for PlatformIO Build. So just click on the build to compile and generate the binary file. So compilation is finished and you can see the message success. It has mentioned successfully created ESP32 image. So that means the compilation is correct, your build is over and the binary file has been generated. Congratulations, now we are ready to download our first program to the actual hardware.
I have this board ESP32 development module and I have a cable USB A to micro USB. One end of the cable USB A point is already connected to my laptop and this I'm going to plug in. You can see the power on LED is on. Now we have to download the program and let's see if the onboard LED is blinking or not. So then just go to Visual Studio Code. Here just after the build button you can see the button which is called upload. So just click on the upload button and you should see the progress of downloading the firmware to the chip. And you can see as soon as the program gets downloaded, my blue LED is already toggling at a rate of 250 milliseconds. So that's it for today. I hope you like this video. Please like, share and subscribe to stay updated on the latest videos. Thank you and goodbye.